Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I've got another haul to share with you guys. So if you've been watching my videos since I got back from Korea, I was gone there for about 12 days and I'm going through major withdrawals from my wax, and I came home to a lot of Happy Meal. I haven't been buying as much as usual, but it seems like they all came in at one time. So you're going to be seeing quite a few hauls. I'm going to try to spread them out and not like overwhelm you, because you might get tired of seeing my face. So just be on the lookout for the next couple of weeks. I've got to do my empties and unempties. I think I'm going to do a February melting basket. Today's the 4th, so it's not too terribly late. So I'll try and get that filmed. It may be next week before it gets uploaded though. And then I want to do my small talk with Summer and talk about all of the pre-orders in February. Oh my goodness. Teddy Bees, I think, is wrapping up today. And I tried to tell myself that I was going to rein it in, but clearly it didn't take. So stay tuned in a couple of months for an unhinged Teddy Bees haul. No one is surprised. But anyway, today, what I'm going to share with you is my latest pre-order from Britta's Creepy Treasures. I love Britta's. I'm actually melting one of her blends today in my bedroom and bathroom. Her wax performs so well for me. Her blends are so much fun, and her whole like creepy Halloween spooky aesthetic is just a lot of fun. So if you want to see what I picked up in this pre-order, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a blanket, and please just keep on watching. Okay, I was not planning to participate in this pre-order, but she poured some blends that I had been requesting. And honestly, I feel like if vendors take requests, you make a request and they pour it, I feel like obligated to purchase it, because in essence, she poured it because I requested it. So she poured one of my favorite blends from her, and so I went in for a loaf. And then, of course, while I was there, I picked up a few souffles and some of my favorite scents. A few of them are new to me, but most of them are like old faves. So let's get right into my order. Okay, so the first thing is Britta's always includes a pen, and it's a ballpoint pen, and it has a stylus on the end, and these are so fun, and includes that with every order. And then she included a sample as well, which I'm always thankful for. The sample is in the Midnight Ride. This is pumpkin crunch cake, sugar cookie, and pumpkin buttercream. So that's a fun little jack-o'-lantern shape. Okay, so this is like a sweet, creamy pumpkin. I'm not getting any spice. So yeah, pumpkin buttercream, pumpkin crunch cake, and sugar cookie. Yep, it's just a really sweet pumpkin. Bakery, this will be perfect for fall. Honestly, this will be perfect anytime. It's not super spicy, so it doesn't scream fall to me. But that, again, is the Midnight Ride. It's a pretty generous size for a sample also. Okay. I've done Britta's a few times on my channel. You know, she's one of my favorite vendors. And so I'm not going to go over pricing or anything like that. If I can remember, I will put it on the screen, like the ounces that she quotes and what her price was, and let you know, because I don't know off the top of my head, and there was not an invoice included, which is fine. Okay. So the reason that I went in for this pre-order is this scent right here. I got a loaf of it. This is Kim's Special Eggnog. I tried this, I want to say like late summer, maybe early fall last year. And I got one souffle of it, and I never could get any more. It was always sold out, and understandably so, because this scent is bomb. Kim's Special Eggnog is roasted pine cones and eggnog. And this scent right here, I think, is what started it all for me in my eggnog obsession. And roasted pine cones, I've always really liked it. Oath from Sassy Girl Aroma is like everything. And so now this eggnog and roasted pine cone blend is everything. It's a banger. It's beautiful. It's really a good combination of both of the scents. The pour date on here is January 22nd, so I'll probably won't want to warm this until, you know, later in the year. And normally the standard for me with vendor wax is a month minimum, sometimes longer depending on the vendor and the scent. But y'all, this is so good. Creamy, sweet eggnog, very rich, with a really beautiful roasted pine cone. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So I warmed that souffle of it and kept a little bitty piece of it because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it again. And so I'm so glad that she offered it for this pre-order because it is a good one. If you've never tried it and you like roasted pine cones and eggnog types of scents, like highly recommend this one. It's really, really good. Okay, and next I picked up just a lot of souffles. Some of these were featured in her advent calendar. Did she do it for Halloween or Christmas? I can't remember, maybe both. But she poured some of those scents because they were highly requested. And then some of these are just some of my favorites. All right, let's hop into these souffles. So first up here, we have Annabelle. This is Monster Delight, Nag Champa, and roasted pine cones. Now, Nag Champa is not one of my blends that I prefer at all. It's very earthy and incensey, but I was hoping the creaminess of Monster Delight and then, of course, roasted pine cones would kind of tone that down. And I know a lot of people really love this one, so I just wanted to give it a try. And if I don't like it, stick it in the round robin, destash it, or give it to someone. So they always say if you don't care for a scent oil or, you know, something that's all you can smell, well, I can definitely smell it. This is not popping out, so I'm just going to leave it in. So the Monster Delight, I think that's like a creamy bakery. Does it have like sugar cookies? I can't really remember the notes, but I know that I like it. Definitely get the Nag Champa. It's almost leaning a little bit laundry to me in a weird sort of way. Not getting a whole ton of the roasted pine cones. I basically just get like a creamy, smoothed out bakery Nag Champa. And I think I'm going to give it a shot though. You know, the more I let it kind of breathe, the less overwhelming that Nag Champa is. And I'm hoping the roasted pine cones will come out more as well. This was just poured less than a month ago, January 14th. So I'm going to give this a little cure time, re-smell it, maybe try to warm it and see how I do with it. But that again is Annabelle. So next up is the Betrayal, and I honestly can't remember if I've had this one before. My computer is not near me, so I can't check my spreadsheet. But the scent notes are by the campfire, fire roasted marshmallows, and marshmallow bomb, which sounds so good. Oh wow, that's really nice. It's a creamy, sweet, little bit of smoky, just really nice blend. That is so good. It's good and strong too to just be poured on January 22nd. That's so nice. This would be good on its own or even blended with something. Even roasted pine cones, a tree scent. Or even like blackberry. That's really, really nice. It's a good just standalone or mixer scent. That is the Betrayal. And I thought the scent note sounded familiar, but based on smelling it, I don't think that I've had that one before, but I'm really glad to have picked it up. All right, this one is one that I've had before and I really like it. This is called Babashook. I think that's how you pronounce it, hopefully. Patchouli, sugar cookie, vanilla bean marshmallow, and sweet and creamy. So basically, this is patchouli and creamy bakery. And I don't mind patchouli as long as it's like the mild creamy version of patchouli and not like the hippie version of patchouli. I don't like the herbal smelling patchouli. And Britta's has a really good patchouli. It's more, isn't patchouli like a type of wood, I think? And yeah, that's definitely what I get. It's creamier and like woodsier and not herbal in the least. Y'all, this blend is like really nice. It kind of reminds me of Sassy Girl Aroma Winter Biscuits. It's giving me those same like patchouli bakery vibes. So if you like that one, I think that you would like this one. There's a lot more going on in Winter Biscuits. I think it's a dupe of a Diptyque fragrance. But this one is like a favorite, and I'm kind of questioning why I only got one souffle. I'm assuming it's because I already have another one. But yeah, if you've never tried this one, don't let the patchouli scare you. It's definitely there, but it's not obnoxiously there. That is Babashook. All right, next I picked up Murder House. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was one of the scents that she did in the Advent. I think so. I know Christine from Christine's Scent Scene picked up the Advent, and when I heard her talk about this scent, I was like, yes, that sounds right up my alley. So I grabbed 2 of them because this is a new to me scent and it just sounded amazing. So Murder House is cherry pie, crackling birch, and fire roasted marshmallow. Like, I love all 3 of those things. So, you know, I just went out on a limb, got 2 souffles, and I'm going to hope for the best. Yeah, that's nice. I love crackling birch. Like, that is such a good oil. So the cherry pie is it's a different cherry. I don't think medicinal, but it's not like the bakery cherry that I'm used to. It's cherry pie, but I'm not getting like pie crust or a whole ton of bakery. It's just more like a fruity cherry. And I don't know if it's like picking up with the crackling birch, but it seems to be like a little, I don't want to say body care because I don't feel like it's body care, but it's kind of like leaning that way. Instead of a bakery cherry, it's kind of leaning a little bit body care to me. Could be the crackling birch, but I don't mind this scent. I actually like it. It was just poured on January 17th. I think that, you know, it'll come alive on warm. But I guess it's just not what I was expecting. I was thinking it was going to be like a cherry almond or like a more bakery with a pie crust. But it is a pretty scent. It's definitely unique, and I'm excited to let this cure for a little bit and warm it. That, again, is Murder House. Next up is another repurchase. This is called the Exorcist. Patchouli, Palo Santo, and vanilla bean marshmallow. So again, I really like when vendors do patchouli with Palo Santo or, you know, vanilla bean. It just kind of like smooths it out, and it's just really, really nice and creamy. And yeah, it's like this patchouli, I feel like in the Exorcist is even milder than Babashook. Maybe it's just the Palo Santo mixed in with this one, and it just smooths it out. They're both kind of like creamy, woodsy vibes. Yeah, this is so good. What a killer combo. Her patchouli is really nice. And I feel like her Palo is really good too. It's creamy. It's not like cologne-y. It's a really nice blend. It's not harsh or obnoxious in the least. It's just very like woodsy and creamy. It's really, really nice. That, again, is the Exorcist. This one was poured on January 14th. This is another repurchase. This is Children of the Cornbread. I love this scent. This was poured January 24th, so very recently. Children of the Cornbread is cornbread, Danish butter cookies, and sweet and creamy. I do love a good cornbread scent, and this one really is nice. Yeah, it's just like a warm, cozy cornbread. Sweet and creamy, I don't really know the exact notes of either, but it's a really nice, like, smooth blender scent. And then, of course, Danish butter cookies I love. A lot of my favorite blends from Britta's has the Danish butter cookies note in it, and I really like it. So yeah, if you like cornbread, I think you would really like this one. It's like the sweet and savory cornbread, and then the sweet and creamy and the butter cookies just give it more sweetness and bakery. So that, again, is Children of the Cornbread, and I think that is the most hilarious name. It's so cute. Okay, next up is one, I don't think I've ever had this one, but Maggie here on YouTube talks about this one all the time. I think this is her favorite scent from Britta's, maybe one of her favorite scents ever. And so she talks about it a lot, and I just wanted to try it out because she makes it sound so delicious. This is called Mornings at Crystal Lake, coffee, barnwood, and fire roasted marshmallow. So I like coffee and wax. I don't love it, and I don't feel like I reach for it that often, but still wanted to give this one a try. There are a few coffee scents that I just really, really love, and so maybe this could be the next one. Oh man, that barnwood note is so good. So yeah, I smell the coffee. I smell the barnwood. I am getting the fire roasted marshmallow. But yeah, this is blended really nicely. I was kind of expecting the coffee to take over, but it really doesn't. It's so good, Maggie. I can see why you like this one so much. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's a good anytime scent also. That barnwood, though, is just a really fun note. It's woodsy, but more like in a rustic way. Like I'm not getting birch. I'm not getting like a specific type of wood, but it just, I don't know. Very atmospheric to me. Like if you're like in a cabin and you're sitting outside having your coffee by the campfire. It's really nice. Really pretty. She does a really good job blending as well. I feel like none of her notes really overpower the other or compete with one another. She creates such smooth and beautiful blends. That again is Mornings at Crystal Lake. Really like that one. Next up, I grabbed Bloody Mary. I don't know that I've had this one either. I know I've looked at it before, but I don't know if I've ever gotten it. This is Palo Santo, sugar cookie, vanilla bean marshmallow, pink sugar, cake batter fudge, and sweet and creamy. Maybe I have had this one before. It's hard to remember. Ooh, that's really good. So I get the cake batter fudge, a little hint of pink sugar. It's not super strong. It's like a very creamy bakery with a little bit of sweetness from the pink sugar, but it is very rich. Is cake batter fudge like a little different than vanilla butter fudge? Because I feel like that one's also very rich. And yeah, the pink sugar is there, but it's not obnoxiously there. Really, really pretty. That is nice. Bloody Mary. This was poured January 19th. So really happy to have that. Next, I grabbed Wicker Man. I think Tara was talking about this one, and I don't think I've ever had this one either. But Tara recommended it and said it was great, so I picked it up. This is Beach Nights, pretzel, and fire roasted marshmallow. Sounds great. I love Beach Nights. I love fire roasted marshmallow, and as long as the pretzel is not obnoxious, I like that too. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah. Oh, wow. Her Beach Nights is so nice. Again, I can smell all three notes, but they're not competing. It's a little salty pretzel. It's not overly salty. It really is a pretty pretzel oil. Blends perfectly with the Beach Nights. Little hint of that fire roasted marshmallow. This is nice. Tara, thank you so much for recommending this. I can't wait to warm it. That again is Wicker Man. And then we have Chucky plus vanilla bean marshmallow, cherry cupcakes at Tiffany's, and vanilla bean marshmallow. I think I've had this one before as well. Okay, I want to smell the Murder House because this cherry I feel like is different. Now I know the Murder House has cherry pie, so they're probably different oils. I think maybe it's the cherry with the vanilla birch. It's almost giving me, I don't know. It's really hard for me to describe it. I don't know if it's the scents blended together, but I am going to give this one a chance. I don't hate it or anything. It's just not what I was expecting. And this one is like straight up cherry. This smells more like cherry pie to me than the one in Murder House. So it could be just something about that combo. It could just be my nose. It could be a lot of things. So I've learned to not really judge too harshly on cold because we need cure time. We need to warm it. But this one, the Chucky plus vanilla bean marshmallow, is really nice. Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I'm getting the bakery element. This Cupcakes at Tiffany's is nice. I'm not getting a really strong chocolate note, which I much prefer. Yeah, this is really, really pretty. I love that one. I like this one better than the Murder House on cold, but like I said, a lot could change on warm. This one was poured January 19th. Lastly, I got Casey Got Gutted, and I've had this one before as well. I love it. This is Ozark Forest, roasted pine cones, and Palo Santo. Now, I don't know the notes in Ozark Forest or like what's in that oil, but this is like a really tree mixed with something. I can't tell what it is. It's like fresh, yeah, like a manly shower gel. I would warm this anytime, but I feel like it's especially great for winter. It's really nice. Casey Got Gutted. So that is my pre-order from Britta's Creepy Treasures. I know she just had a birthday sale and I skipped it. I went to the list and looked, and it was, I think, everything that was left over from the pre-order, possibly. Not sure. But I did not need anything because I hadn't even opened this at that point. So she was doing like 15% off. I'm not sure if she's still doing it, but I resisted. I also resisted Swanky. I went in hard for Teddy B's. I'm going to go in for Salt Mountain, Second and Spruce, and Knowles Farm. So I had to do some skips somewhere. So again, let me know if you participated in that from Britta's. Let me know if you purchased anything from her sale. Let me know if you're twinning on any of the scents and what some of your favorites were. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next video very soon. Bye.